Hey guys, Chris here, and today we're going to go over forward head posture. So we've been talking this week about postural dysfunctions, and we're going to look at the head this time today. So we'll look at the neck region here, and you'll see that this is an ideal posture. You'll look at the force vectors. So the force P is equal to the force A. Force A is anterior chain and force P is the posterior chain. And then we look at the poor posture, and we'll see that forward head posture is greater than 3 centimeters. Here, normal is 0 to 3 centimeters is normal. Force A is greater than force P, which brings that everything forward, just in terms of the trunk. And then you'll see the dowager's hump start to develop right at the neck. You'll see the people come here, and then you'll see that little hump that they develop because of that posture. And again, you'll probably see that kyphotic posture again, and that anterior tilt that we talked about a couple of days ago. So let's talk about the reasons for dysfunction. One, we'll look at the muscle imbalance, so the cervical neck flexors. So the muscles here in the front of the neck. You want to keep these muscles nice and tight so that they can hold everything back here. So you're not having the head coming forward like that. 2, holding the head during exercise is another reason. So if you're doing a crunch and you're constantly holding the head when you do crunches. If you checked out the video I did the other day on the Swiss ball with the crunch, I did one with Destiny. You'll see that we bring the neck in, and then the trunk comes forward. That way you're constantly working that flexor chain, which we'll talk about a little later with the solutions. And 3, again, just like the kyphotic posture, working, so when you see this staring at a computer, you tend to migrate towards the computer. And also when you see or standing staring at your phone, if you keep it down here, you're probably gonna bring your neck down like this and just start to flex the neck here. So there's a couple of reasons of why you would develop that forward head posture. So let's look at possible corrections. 1 is training the cervical flexors using the blood pressure cuff. So I did this video as well, and we'll go over the training variables. So you'll see the arrows pointing up here. So the training variables, you'll do 1 to 3 sets for 6 to 8 reps, increasing that cuff up to 30 millimeters of pressure and holding 10 seconds on and then 10 seconds off for rest. So 1 rep is going to be 10 seconds on, then you'll rest 10 seconds and then perform that 6 to 8 times. So you get a total of 60 to 80 seconds under tension. So let's go back to here for a second. So with the movement, remember you're on the floor, you have the cuff actually behind you here, and what you want to do is just tuck your chin in. Ideally with the cuff, if you watch the video, you'll see the chin start to tilt. So you'll bring the chin down and put pressure into the cuff. So it helps to work the muscles in front, also the muscles in the back, but just the entire neck chain there. But looking at the flexor chain, but we're isolating with this exercise, and then boom, number 2, we'll integrate it. So you want to integrate the cervical flexors, the upper abdominals, and the hip flexors, the entire flexor chain, properly when training the flexor chain, okay? So if you're doing, again, a crunch, you're gonna go chin tuck, and then flex. Obviously when you're on the ball, you get that full range of motion because you're on the ball, you get the 35 to 70 degrees going back, and then 35 degrees coming forward. Alright, so last correction, we'll talk about training the extensor chain. So let's think about like a cobra. Alright, so remember with the cobra, you're gonna be on the floor and then you're gonna go open up. Alright, so as you open up, boom, you abduct the arms and you're just gonna hold it, but you can keep the head back. And let's look at the variable again. 1 to 3 sets, and you're looking for 2 minutes of time and attention. Okay, so 2 minutes here because it's a postural exercise. Alright, so we're looking at 2 minutes time and attention. And you do 1 to 3 sets of that. And mix that in every other day with your workouts, and that'll help you to bring your body back into balance. But definitely do it with the blood pressure cuff for the cervical flexors. So don't just do one or the other, make sure you do both of those. And then another possible correction would be, like when you're sitting down, try to stay taller, be aware of your posture. And if you're on the phone, try not to hold it too low, bring it a little higher if possible. And just be aware, even if you're holding it down, just keep your head up a bit, a bit higher. It's gonna feel a little weird, but hey, it's gonna do your body a lot better. Remember, every time you have your head forward, like every inch it goes forward, it adds a lot more pressure onto your neck. So you gotta be careful of that, okay? And yeah, so that's it. You don't want to develop that dowager's hump. You want that forward head posture to be 3 centimeters or less. Even 3 centimeters could be a lot, but at least you're in a good range and you still have to bring it back. You want to come back ideally to 0 centimeters of forward head posture, because even 3 centimeters is still 1 inch of forward head posture. So you want Gotta be careful of that. And that seems to be about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them in the comment section below. And also check out the website, DekhanaWellness.com. Thanks.